What's up, Taurus? This is Marcus from King of Lions Oracle, back with another Tarot Oracle reading here for you. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to get you some Oracle cards, right? This is going to represent the week of April the 11th to April the 17th, okay? So I'm going to get you a spiritual card, clear, cancel, and release, and then I'm going to read that for you, all right? We're also going to get you a Moonology time frame card, just so you can know the energies you're working on, when that should come into play for you. And then we'll also get you an energy of the week with the Taurus Oracle. Okay? Let's see. Alright. Alright, so we have resoluteness. Alright, so have faith in your dreams. Alright, so Taurus, let's see what we have for you. We're going to change up things a little bit this week, so definitely reach out to me in the comment box and kind of let me know if you like the new change, you know, or if you want me to go back to the old setup. I'm going to do a Celtic cross here for you. Okay, so angels, spirit guides, ancestors, also Shiva, give us a clear guided message of what, okay? So what covers you this month is healing. So you have the Ace of Cups, all right? So for this week, this is what covers you. So we're going to see what we have for you. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. We'll figure out some of these energies here for you, all right? What crosses Taurus this week, okay? So we have the Strength card, right? So it looks like you went through some healing, or you're going through some healing this week, all right? And the Strength card, this is about internal strength. This is about calming that inner tiger, all right? We have the Judgment card. So subconsciously, your soul is pulling you to the right direction. This is something that you've been manifesting, something that you've been working on for a while, and you can see the angels are blowing the trumpets, and they're trying to figure out what your next move is, okay? So you have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups, this is about, this could be a few things. It could be a message coming to you that's kind of a shock that lets you know about something spiritual, or something that could be like a new artistic passion that you're taking. All right, let's see what we have for you. What's in the past energy for Taurus for this week? Okay, what energies are in the past energies for Taurus for this week? All right, that popped up. All right, so we have the Death card. So as I mentioned before, especially once you have this healing card with the Ace of Cups, right? This is saying that you've been going through some healing, and in the past weeks, you've been changing, you've been transforming, kind of like the death of the old self and bringing in the new self. And subconsciously, you can see that this is coming because you have the Judgment card, which is saying that you are going towards your new calling, going towards your new self, okay? All right. Let's see, there's too many cards here. All right. What's the future energy for Taurus? What is Taurus expecting for the future? All right. So looks like you're gonna have to make some choices. Okay. So in this time that you're making these choices, you want to make sure that you do some research and try to figure out what's the best thing for you. All right. It looks like you have put some time in to try to figure out what you want to do next. Okay. But you want to definitely. Okay. The Ten of Swords, that's what strengthens you. Alright, so that was the end of a cycle. So you had some kind of backstabbing situation where people were behind you, talking possibly bad about you, possibly bad mouthing you, giving you bad energy, you know, sabotaging you. But you have that Ten of Swords energy. Okay. Alright, and then let's see here. Right, and then we have the Hangman, and you have the Eight of Swords. Okay, that's actually a really good energy there. All right, so Taurus, the bottom of the deck energy is the King of Swords. So this is, in the past week, you may have had to take things and kind of logically figure out what you're going to cut out. You know, the King of Swords is someone who thinks with logic. They don't use any emotion whatsoever. So, you know, it's as simple as if you have a business and somebody's coming late to work every day, you fire them. Like, you don't think about, you know, whether or not you're friends or whether or not you guys go to lunch together. You know, you think about what's logically going to work for the business, what's going to keep things moving. And it looks like you're making these same choices, you know, as for life. All right. Now, just looking at the overall thing. So we have your energy for the week. The energy of the week is resoluteness, 43. So as you can see, this is a picture of a monk that's kind of focused. And they're taking some time and they're focusing on their goal. So you can see he has very devoted eyes, very focused. The orange cloak that's around them, that's supposed to represent action. So this is you taking action towards what your goal is. This is determination, no compromises, unwavering focus, inner resolve, integrity, a test of your character, self-examination. Okay? So this is the energy you want to work on for this week. You want to bring in that inner focus, and you want to move forward towards the action. And again, with that orange color, that's of the solar plexus chakra. So that's you moving forward, using your gut and your gut feelings to move yourself forward. Okay? So for your angel card, we have clear, cancel, and release. Now, I really like this here because you see how they have negative energies that are coming from either side, and they have their hands crossed, and they're kind of blocking the energies from coming in so that they don't absorb anything. Okay? Then we have faith in your dreams. Okay? This is a waxing crescent moon. Okay? And you see with the purple color, this is letting you know that your dreams, they come to you while you're sleeping. These are downloads that come to you in the astral realms. In the astral realm, anything that comes to you in the astral realm will come to your crown chakra, which is that color, that purple color. Okay? So just kind of go over things, and at the end, I'm going to read the clear, cancel, and release. So first we have the Ace of Cups. So this is wonderful healing. This is growth. This is spiritual growth. This is personal growth. This is you cleaning the waters within your body so that you have a new outlook, a new feeling, a new action towards people. Okay? This is also significant because this is also can be new love, meaning that you have a new love for family, new love for a person, or even a new love for yourself. Now with this, the lotuses at the bottom, the lotuses are growing from the mud. So they're all the way at the bottom of the pond. And as the sun shines on it, and then the sun obviously represents optimism, okay? So as the sun's shining on the water, which is your water, is how you feel about yourself, it continues to grow out of the mud, and it grows up through the water until its head goes above the water, and then it blossoms and turns into a lotus. So this is you having to go through some problems. This is why we have the clear, cancel, and release. So you had some things maybe last week that you had that were tough, or maybe in the last month or so that you had were tough, and you were kind of dealing with that. Now, in this time, you've learned to grow. You have the Scorpio card here. So maybe this is something that has been going on ever since Scorpio season of last year, possibly October of 2021. And you're going through this little transformation change where you're changing how you feel, how you look at things, and this is making you a different person. You're kind of devoting time towards that. Now, you have the Strength card. All right, so this major arcana, this is the Strength card. This is connected to Leo energy. So Taurus, you could have a Leo that's in your life, or possibly you could have Leo in your chart. But this is showing that you have that inner strength. This is that self-love. You may have had negative talk to yourself in the past, or possibly people have talked to you negatively, but you've built the resolve. You learn from your lessons. Then on the inside, similar to the Hermit card, but this is a little bit different. You've taken some time and you've built up your strength. Okay, you built up your inner strength. You're not letting these things bother you, and you're talking to yourself more positively. Okay, now if you look at the top of the head of the girl, she's controlling the inner lion, but she has a lemon skate around her head, or the infinity sign. So this is saying that you have amazing manifestation powers. So whatever you see, that kind of law of attraction, whatever you see or whatever you think about is something that you can manifest and that you can make happen. You just have to make sure that you're putting your mind in the right place. If you positively think about positive things, positive action comes. If you think about negative things come. Okay? And I just had this thought here, especially with Buddha. Okay? So because you have the monk here, there's a Buddhist principle that it's positive mind, positive speech, positive action. And you get positive outcomes. So just keep that in mind, for you as you go through this week. Right? So the next energy we have here is the Judgment card. All right. Now, Judgment is directly connected to Pluto. Pluto is attached to Capricorn and Saturn. Okay. So Saturn is actually in Aquarius right now, which Aquarius is the innovator. This is about working on yourself, self-individual growth. So now you've been working on this possibly since Aquarius season. Well, this is your soul calling you, telling you, that you have a bigger calling that's better for you. You might be a wonderful artist, or you might be a great singer, or maybe you're into gardening, or maybe you're into growing your own flowers. you're realizing now that you've been doing the wrong thing for a while. Now, the amazing thing about the universe is the universe actually will put you in situations where you'll learn and you'll gain these skills, and that'll empower you so that when you go forward, you can use those skills to make yourself better when you actually find your calling. So now that you found your calling, now that the universe is calling you and your soul is active and you're ready to go, now you're realizing this is what I should do. And this is in your manifestation. This is in your subconscious. What you've been working on, what you've been thinking about, and what you have coming towards you. Okay? The base of everything is the Page of Cups. So again, you might have a creative process or project that you're working on. Pages are also representative of messages. So you might have gotten a message that gave you high emotions about a project. Somebody could have sent you a message and said, "Hey, Taurus, look, I actually have a full-time job available working on our farm. And if you want to work, you don't even have to work full hours. You can work 4 days a week and we'll still pay you, about the same money that you're working at your full-time job. But now you'll be able to actually go work somewhere that you like. You might even get an offer that somebody might ask you to draw a portrait for them, or maybe you're a music producer and somebody wants you to do their full album, and they're highly acclaimed. This might be somebody who heard your stuff on SoundCloud, or maybe they heard you on YouTube, and they already have a music deal, and they want you to make their music now. So you have a wonderful opportunity that's going to come to you, possibly in a message. And so keep your eyes on this. And this is kind of the base of everything that's happening this week. All right, so now the future energy is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups, this is about having a lot of choices, having a lot of options, a little bit of confusion. Okay. Now, what this really is saying to you is that, you're going to have all these options that are going to be available to you this week. But what you want to do is you want to focus your energies on one thing, and you want to make sure that you put all your energy there and focus your energy there. Now, if you look at this card, there's already one cup that's really close to you. Now, for some of those who are really lazy, they're just going to grab the first cup. Now, what these things represent, as you see, there's a dragon here, there's a pot of gold, there's a leaf for there's a laurel for success. The person is really just seeing the cups. They're not actually seeing what's within the cup. Okay, you're able to see it as the current because you have those special powers to be able to kind of see the ending goal. But the person that's actually in the card, they just see the cups, so they don't really know what they're reaching for. Don't be lazy and choose the first thing that comes to you. Take some time and do some research, because as you can see, the closest cup to him that he has his hand reach out, it's already ready to bite him. Okay, so don't reach out to the first thing. Don't go for the first choice or first offer that someone offers you. All right. So in your advice, in your answer card is the Seven of Pentacles. So as you see with this gentleman, and you actually have 2 sevens here, so that's divine energy, that's divine timing. Okay, you have 2 sevens. So what this is saying here is that you've actually have already planted some seeds. And now you actually are about to start being able to reap the fruit of these seeds. These are things that you've already planted. You've already taken the time. For some of you, you may be an artist, and possibly you've already had an art show, and you didn't get any word about how much people liked your art. Say you did your art show last week. Now this week, people are calling you and they want to buy all of your paintings. They want you to paint 10 more. So this is you kind of just waiting for your rewards, waiting to be able to pick the fruits of your work. But this is coming for you this week. You're actually going to be able to start seeing the rewards come in and be able to kind of pick those fruits. All right. Now, this is the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords is usually a bad card. This is about backstabbing. This is about physical pain. This is about people talking bad behind you and all of those things. But what's amazing is this card is actually in your strength position. So what this is saying is that in your past, you've had people backstab you. You've had people talk bad about you. You've had people, try to do things behind your back, talk about you bad, but that made you stronger. And this week, that's going to come out. That strength is going to show its face, and it's going to rear its head. And you're going to be able to move forward, and you're going to be able to do a lot more because of the fact that you've already had this happen. Now you're coming out of this situation. The tens are about new cycles, all right? So now that you've kind of grown through this is going to start the new cycle, which brings you back to the 1. So it wouldn't surprise me if when we watch your reading for next week, it wouldn't surprise me, Taurus, if you have an Ace of Swords in your reading, because you're at the end of this, and this is going to start the new cycle, which you're then going to get clarity, and then you're going to get victory, and you're going to be able to start making your decisions a lot more decisive. Right? Now, this represents you now. This is your current energy, which is the Nine of Wands. So, as we mentioned before with that Ten of Swords, you've had a shot to your ego. So that's why you see the gentleman with the bandage on their head. So maybe you've had a shot to your ego. Maybe you had something bad that happened to you in the past and you didn't know exactly what to do, but you were still resilient enough. You're still standing. You're still here. You're still able to hold yourself standing strong, and you got your head up. You're not sulking. This is a card of perseverance. This is a card of being strong and being able to hold yourself down and hold yourself accountable. So the more that you keep on working and keep on doing well, you're going to continue to be successful and to succeed for your future. Right. Now, I love this card here. So this is the Eight of Swords, and then you have the Hangman in reverse. Now, what's awesome about this is the Hangman in reverse. This is about you coming out of sacrifice. This is about you coming out of a slumber or stupor, and you've been enlightened. So now that you're enlightened, you're moving yourself forward. You're realizing that in the past, you were the only person that were holding yourself back, and that you were holding yourself back, and that you were the only person that was stopping yourself from moving yourself forward. So now that you realize that you're the only person that's stopping you and standing in between you and your future, you're moving forward, and you're taking that realization and that enlightenment, and you're moving yourself forward. Okay? All right. So as I mentioned, we have this clear, cancel, and release. So what I'm going to do for you is let me read this here for you, and we'll see what the universe has for you as a message. All right, so Taurus, your message is you've been guided to clear your life energy and your negative and challenging people, situations, and events. It's time for you to release any old ideas, negative thought patterns, or even sarcastic comments that you may be using to yourself to put yourself down. Angel wisdom wants you to recognize and realize the power of your words, thoughts, intentions, and if you're saying something even jokingly about yourself that you might have a negative effect on how you express yourself, something that you wish wasn't real, you're being encouraged to move forward and be more loving to yourself. Angels are guiding you to clear, cancel, and release anything that you no longer want or need in order to make room for love, positivity, and peace. So that's exactly what we've been saying in this reading. Okay, you got the Strength card here. This is you showing yourself self-love and controlling that inner lion that might be having that negative self-talk. Okay, again, you have the Ten of Swords. This is saying that you have backstabbing in the back and people are hurting you, but you're still here and you're still persevering. Okay, now with this new energy, we want you to move forward. Be positive. Be kind to yourself. Get out of that thought process of holding yourself back and be the enlightened person. No longer are you being the sacrificial lamb and you're hanging yourself, kind of hanging back and not sure exactly what to do. You know exactly what to do now and you're moving yourself forward. Right? All right. Well, Taurus, this was my pleasure. I'm really happy that I was able to read this for you. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, you can certainly reach out to me. My contact information is in the description box. Also, if you so choose to donate to the page, you certainly can. That helps me to get new cards and also helps me to get new oracles to serve you better. All right? I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for your time and all your love. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace, Taurus.